Okay. It's 3:25 a.m. I just can't sleep at all. I woke up at 3 and then just can't go back to sleep because I had things on my mind and that I want to get out to you guys, so. Yesterday morning, I was at breakfast with my little brother and my mom. We were talking about I don't know, something about, I made these goals for myself. I typed them down on the computer, something about, build a better relationship with my little brother. And I told him that, and he said, yeah, I doubt that's gonna happen, because I'm never gonna let that happen. And that pissed me off so bad. I was full of tears. And I could barely eat my breakfast. And so I told him, well, I'm sorry, I'm such a fucked up sister that keeps going to fucking hospitals. And that I can't do anything right. And I'm supposed to be a really good big sister. And I should be looking out for you, but it doesn't happen because it really goes the opposite. And so I just excused myself from the table and just went to my room. I was still in tears, and then my mom yelled at Ian, my little brother, what's his name, because he always acts like he doesn't care. So that just made me feel like I shouldn't do anything for him. He's my little brother. I love him. But he shows me nothing, no respect or anything. And I try to do this, and I try to respect him. I try to be nice. I try to respect his personal boundaries, but sometimes I get really pissed off, and sometimes I scare the living shit out of him and try to beat him up, but then I get yelled at, but whatever. So I was in my room, and then Matthew, I'll just say, Matthew, he emailed me and he told me that on May 26th, he's gonna take a military test, and that just tore my life. Just screwed me over. I was heartbroken, I guess I could say, or something. I was feeling something. I just couldn't, take this thing, this life anymore. Yeah, I had suicidal thoughts that day, and I wanted to hurt myself, but I'm still making that promise that I'm not gonna hurt myself. I'm still not gonna hurt myself. So, I'm keeping that promise. So I made the stupidest mistake ever. But I just told him I wanted to dump him, and that was better for us not to speak to each other again, because it would just be better for us, better for me, because usually that road happened before. It's like, because he dumped me, and it's kind of like the opposite, like, well, like he dumped me, and then I went and back and stuff, and then, where was I going with this? I'll tell you guys later. I'll come back. So anyways, the date, so it was Wednesday that it was Wednesday that I dumped him, but on Tuesday, my friend Kevin told me, like, all these things, like, about Matt, that he's a jackass, and that he really hates him, and he pretends that he's his friend, he's his friend, and yeah, it's like they pretend that they like each other. I don't think Matt pretends he likes him. Like, I don't know. They just get along. They act like they get along. So, and he told me that if, well, he asked me if everything was okay, and I was like, yeah. I was like, no, nothing's okay. Everything's melting in my hands. Things crashing down around me. And so, and he asked why. I said, because I thought coming from the hospital would be the best thing ever. But it's not, because stress in school is so much harder than it was before. And it's even like 1,000 times harder because I'm not on my meds. It's been like a month, and I have to wait to see my person that subscribes my meds for another month, so it's gonna be 2 months. And she says that, like, I hope she told me that I hope you hold it together for like another month or so. It's like, thanks. Jinx it, why don't you? I really. So yeah. So Kevin asked me why, and I told him that. What did I tell him? Oh yeah, things were crashing down around me. Things were melting my hands. That's why okay. So I just have a lot of things on my mind right now, and I'm really having high urges right now, and so Kevin told me that I noticed that you're depressed all the time. You self-harm, and you do all these things to yourself because of Matt. He causes you pain, and he doesn't care he doesn't care at all about you. He just pretends, and it just gave me negative thoughts about Matt, and I shouldn't have, like, what's the word, it just went in my ear and not out the other. Like, it just stayed in my head, and I wish it went in my ear and out the other, because usually it happens, but it just kept rolling in my head, and so on Wednesday morning, I broke up with him, and I gave him reasons, which I, some of them were true, I think. Some of them were not. Or I don't remember what I said. I might have to look over it, but so yeah, today's Thursday. Take my finals, and I'm already stressing enough, and this like load of shit that I can't take. God. So last night I emailed him of what Kevin told me and stuff, and then I woke up like somewhere around 3, and looked at my messages, and he said, "Thanks, Sally, for telling me that Kevin doesn't like me." And I was like, yeah, it doesn't change anything. I wish I could change my words, what I said yesterday. I wish I didn't dig into Kevin's negativity about Matt, because he should know by now, everybody should know by now, that knows me, like, way well, like, better than I know myself, that sometimes when people tell me things about some certain people that uses me or pretends to be my friend, or things negative, like, that they don't care or whatever, or whatever Kevin told me on Tuesday, I have a hard time trying not to believe them, and it just, I believe them. I don't know why. It's just